Well, here we have a rich boyfriend on the line.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Nathan, are you there?
I'm here, Matthew.
Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Oh, you bet, right. Well, this is, I don't know if you're online, you could see who's here, but this is Judy Esty. She's with the Dance Play. She's a fundraiser there, and they're raising $5 million. Now, let me explain, Judy, who Nathan is. He's got a new website that, we talked about Kickstarter, so you know that. But this is like your anti-Kickstarter website for people who don't want to share the money with Kickstarter, right? And don't want to share their customers with Kickstarter, which to me, it's probably maybe more of a place like you because everybody knows you, and so what you're going out with like Kickstarter people, you're giving Kickstarter your people. And you got a platform, right, Nathan, that you could just put a widget on your own site that will, do all that Kickstarter does, and but let you keep all the money, right?
That's pretty much exactly right. It's,
okay, let's go.
It's called Ignition Deck. Yeah, it's a self-hosted crowdfunding platform.
So it's what was that, co-host, or what was that?
It's a self-hosted.
Oh, self-hosting.
Platform.
Right. And it's fairly new. How long have you been at it?
Well, we've actually been at it for about 2 years, but we just launched out of beta about a week ago. So to most of the world, it is new.
But not to your family. So on Father's Day, is your boy okay without you for 10 minutes?
Yeah, they're upstairs horsing around. So
Well, I mean, you're a new platform and everything, but I want to run a video because we talked earlier. I'm going to run a little clip of the video and how much people raised on this thing. Why don't you run 23?
Well, our most, probably the biggest campaign using Ignition Deck so far was by Chris Roberts. He created Wing Commander and a bunch of other space sims.
Ooh, no kidding. These big time games, huh?
Yeah, and he launched a new game called Star Citizen, and they raised, in like 30 days, they raised over $4 million.
$4 million in 30 days? Oh my God. Now that's when you wish you changed your structure.
I know, it's like, 10% of that would have been nice.
Yeah, 7% of that would have been.
Yeah, but
$4 million.
Over almost 8 million to this point. They've
Wow.
made about 10,000 a day using Ignition Deck.
10,000 days. And he raised $3 million how many days?
4 million in about 39 days.
God, 4 million in 39 days. What kind of, you got entrepreneurs doing this stuff too, or what?
Well, yeah, we've got some bands. Yeah, House for Lions is an indie band. They're based in California out west, and they raised about 12,000 in a little over a month.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, they did an album and a tour. Another band named Big Tree Bonsai, they're a small indie band. They raised about $6,000 in 30 days.
Wow, well, I mean, that's big money for these bands, yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
See, you'd be out of work if you got your $5
Oh,
million.
no, trust me. They'd find something else. There's always more money to
something
raise.
else. Well, Nathan, I was looking more closely at your site, and what his site looks like. You could like put your platform on to what was the blog? Web. What's the blog you work with? Is he still there? We lost you.
Oh, sorry. WordPress is the blog.
WordPress. So in other words, if I have a site, I could go, to you guys, and there's already predefined things like models on WordPress, right? For your fundraising. I think I tried to copy one. I don't know if I copied one right, but let's put his 24. The one with teaching Spanish with the robot or whatever it is. You see, oh yeah, maybe you don't see it, but you know what I mean? The Spanish bot, Span bot.
Yep.
Yeah.
From our demo.
Yeah. So that's like a sample thing. So I'd get something like that, and then I just put in my own words and my own video or whatever, and so it's all hooked up with your credit card processing and all this stuff. And so there's really nothing much. You said you could be up and running in about 13 minutes, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there's WordPress has thousands of themes available, and you can use any one of those you like, or we also offer some themes to go with it that you can run one project or a bunch of projects at once. Basically crowdfund any way you want to.
So in other words, it sounded like if I was a small nonprofit or something like that, I had my major website, so I'd put a big star on my major website. Hey, we're fundraising, and click here. Then I'd click here and go to this crowdsourcing thing, where I'd figure out what kind of trinkets I'd give to people who bought, who gave me $100 or $10. You get a T-shirt and all this stuff. When you ran yours, Judy, for Kickstarter, for funding, did you have little steps and, you got a brick here and a T-shirt there and stuff?
Well, for the project we were using Kickstarter for, I don't think we did. That's something that now that we're doing, the Chair and Brick campaign, and we're not doing it, as far as I know, on a web platform. We're doing it sort of internally, but there will be, of course, benefits that go with. I mean, besides the benefit of you get a name on a brick, which is still pretty nice.
With your name on it.
You get to customize
or a chair
it
with your name on it.
That's right. But there'll be a lot of perks. So it's very similar. I think it's really amazing the way that people have been able to use the web to generate that interest and also make the process more expedient. It's something that I think arts organizations have been doing for a really long time. And now that you see that people are sort of looking at what nonprofits do, and for bands and making it work for them.
Same thing, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately for us, it's it's kind of what we have to do every single day, and it can't just be for
exactly.
one.
So, do you get many nonprofits using this yet, Nathan?
Yeah, we do. We've had quite a few nonprofits. One that I guess they are a for-profit, but you mentioned earlier about linking off to your website, and I think we did a project with Butler University.
Oh, Butler University up in Indiana? Yeah. Weren't they a big basketball this year or last year? Yeah. Wow, I know that.
Yeah, they have a great basketball team. I went to one of their...
What do you mean, they're a for-profit?
Well, I don't really know how the universities work, but they were trying to raise money for their new field house renovation. So they're trying to raise $15 million. So that's about the same scale that she's working on.
Wow, no kidding. So they're trying to... Go ahead.
I was just going to say we've had a couple cancer research projects go live with our project. One just started, startature.com. We've had students try to raise money for tuition. We've had trying to build a cancer research center out in Canada. So there's stuff all over the map.
Wow. So you people raised tuition money. Was he successful?
He was. I think he was. He wasn't trying to raise a lot. Might have been just $1,000, but
that goes to community college. Yeah. That's what you need.
Exactly.
Otherwise, you can't go to school. Oh, well, that's terrific. Yeah. So nonprofits and everything, and I mean that's why you guys sound like a great option. Because then you don't have to fool with Kickstarter and all their rules and regulations and. And I think it takes forever to get I haven't done it yet, but to get on Kickstarter.
There are definitely, processes.
The process and hurdles and hoops and, 80,000 documents you have to read.
Well, but you're going to get a government grant. You got to do the same thing.
Same thing for anybody.
Yeah.
Pardon? What, Nathan? Sorry.
I said that's why we built Ignition Deck in the first place, because of the application. We weren't really fond of it. It's probably even worse now than it was. But
you're going to get bureaucratic when you get bigger, aren't you?
That's true. Yeah.
Well, that's great. It's a great thing you're doing there, Nathan. And thanks for sharing it with us. And we saw you anyway on the video we did from my kitchen, last week or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll send you. Did you get a link from that?
I did, yep.
Okay,
I'll start,
great.
Sharing that right away.
Oh, wonderful. Well, thanks again for helping and for being there.
You bet, and good luck with your campaign.
Okay. Oh, her, not me.
Thank you.
Yeah, and good luck with your show.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, man.
See, I mean, there's so many, man. I've really been talking to a lot of Kickstarter things because it as opposed to grants, the government grants, everybody wants free money, and this is one of the best sources, I think, of getting funding.
Yeah.
Than anything.